You confounded idiot. You should have followed the plan, collected the ransom, and left. What old cow? Gertrude Paget? Well, let me correct myself. You are not a confounded idiot. You are a blithering moron. I had Roderick watching Gertrude Paget's house all day. She never left. She's febrile. Find her bed. You saw an imposter, son. Have you? Oh, you'll go on until the job is done. What? Well, first, you accepted the job. Second, you need the money. Oh, and third, I would not eat that figure as healthy if I was you. Take a good look at it. Minute perforation at one end. What do you suppose it might be, Mr. Smile? But you didn't. You're more predictable than the rising sun. Oh, and should you think of leaving my employer before you have been dismissed, bear in mind that you will feel the full force of my displeasure at the most unexpected moment. Where you been, Kitty? Did you follow Miss Langford this afternoon as I instructed? But what? Must I do everything myself? Your only responsibility was to track the movements of one woman. You were to follow her. Silence. Can you confirm the obvious for me that Miss Paget was Holmes in disguise? Oh, he knows all right. I'll let the calling card. Oh, welcome aboard, Mr. Holmes. I've been expecting you. Well, I told you it was possible she might go to him. Don't tell me you're afraid. You know, things might be different if you had succeeded in your part of the plan. I gave you the role of a lifetime, playing opposite one of England's greatest actresses. A year in that household, and yet you were unable to uncover the whereabouts of either the letters or the necklace. That reward still awaits you if you do as you're told. If you two can keep your emotions in check and follow my orders to the letter, you will look back on this experience as no more than a slight inconvenience on your way to untold riches. Do you think you can do that? Got this note from Mr. Holmes. There will be a windowless cab at the corner of Baker Street, 11:30 tonight. Enter the cab alone. If you fail to appear, I cannot be held responsible for the fate of a certain party. Get the note to him in the same manner as the others, not before 9 o'clock this evening. Prepare the Hamilton gas works as instructed. If the hunter does not stalk his prey, it isn't really a hunt. When and if extreme measures of persuasion are called for, don't you think an abandoned building on a lonely stretch of road, miles from civilization, would be a less foolhardy location to conduct the proceedings than the lady's residence? Plain erotica here, I suggest you get to work. Act 2, Scene 1, Hamilton Gas Works. Light the lamp. There's none. Light it. No exit? Airtight. That window. What if he breaks the glass? Show me how the gas is released. Get one now, son. Where's Kitty? Ooh, I admire her tenacity. How secure is that door? Let me hear it. Alright, bring me in. Give the lady her side. Miss Langtry, allow me to introduce myself. I am Professor James Moriarty. I hope you have not been terribly inconvenienced by this slight detour. No, actually. Your new friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, will be arriving shortly. How would you like to stay his life? If you tell me where the necklace is, I will not only see to it that the letters and photographs are burned, I will allow Mr. Holmes to go on living. Is that a no? As we planned. The boys will be here with Holmes soon. I will be back in 1 hour. Alright, skipping ahead. Page 65, where Holmes and Oscar Wilde are brought in to the Gap warehouse place. I'll start on my line just before your line. Miss Langtry's papers it is, delivered personally, said Blades. Mr. Wilde, how do you happen to be here? How very gallant of you, sir. Silence. I thought I told you it is the unimaginative mind that immediately turns to firearms. Well, I hadn't heard that you were a violent man, Mr. Holmes. Now skipping ahead to page 67. Well then, down to business. Since you seem to like guns so much, Mr. Holmes, slide, hold that one to his head, please. You heard me. Hold it to his head or hold it to your own. You'll be dead before the end of the day if you don't do as you're told. Careful, Mrs. Hoppy. Miss Langtry, where's the necklace? And skipping ahead to page 68, I guess it is. The lady had no choice. And now, if you'll excuse me, this is one errand I'll see to myself. Nothing until you hear back from me. I'm sorry, Miss Langtry, I can't simply take your word. If you told me the truth, you'll be released. If you haven't, let me wish you and Mr. Holmes and Mr. Wilde a speedy journey to the other side. Stay on him. Take this. I wouldn't provoke Kitty if I were you. She's quite the marksman, you know. Used to have an act called Do Please Daggers. Oh, the playwright won't give you any trouble.